Have you ever wondered why so many people fail to build wealth through investing? Here's the truth, it's not because they lack intelligence or opportunity, it's because they are human. Our brains are wired to safety and instant gratification, which works against the very principles of investing. As Morgan Housel writes in The Psychology of Money, good investing is not necessarily making good decisions, it's about consistently not screwing up. Here's the good news, once you understand these 3 traps, you can break free from these natural tendencies and set yourself apart from the 90% who fail. Okay, let me show you how. Trap number 1, impatience is the enemy of wealth. Most people fail at investing because they are impatient. It's not entirely their fault. Our brains evolved to prioritize short-term rewards over long-term gains. In ancient times, they help us to survive. If you had food today, you ate it. Waiting for a future meal could have meant the difference between life and death. But in today's world, this wiring works against us, especially when it comes to money. Compound interest requires patience, a willingness to let small, consistent build into something extraordinary over time. For example, if you invest $10,000 and an annual return of 10% a year, it might grow by just 1K in the first year. That feels insignificant, but over 30 years, that same 10K grows 174. The problem, most people quit before they ever see the exponential growth. They are wired to crave for quick results, and when they don't see them, they give up. Trap number 2, emotional reactions are wealth killers. Our emotions are another major reason why people fail at investing. Fear and greed are hardwired survival instincts that kept us alive in a while, but wreaked havoc on our financial decisions. Fear tells us to leave when danger. In investing, that danger looks like a market crash. The stock market drops and fear whispers, sell before you lose everything. But in reality, market downturns are temporary. Those who sell in a panic lock in their losses. On the flip side, greed convinces us to chase what feels exciting. Overhyped stocks or trends. It's the same instinct that pushed our ancestors to hoard resources in times of plenty. In investing, greed drives us to buy high, hoping for more, only to lose when the bubble. Successful investors aren't fearless. They learn to separate their emotions from their decisions. They trust data and long-term trends and not instincts. Trap number 3. Instant gratification. We live in a world where instant gratification is king. Social media, fast food, same-day delivery has trained us to expect results immediately. But here's the thing, wealth doesn't work that way. Compound interest is like planting a tree. In the early years, it feels like nothing is happening, you water it, you care for it, and yet it's just but over decades, it grows into something towering, bearing fruits year after year. Most people fail because they don't have the patience to wait for their tree to grow. They dig it up, convinced it's not working. But it's not their fault. It's how humans are wired. Our brains are built to focus on short-term survival, not decades-long rewards. The key to success is understanding this bias and choosing to override it. Wealth is built by those who think in decades, not days. So how do you break free from the traps that holds most people back? Step 1, you want to recognize your wiring. Impatience and emotional reactions are natural, but they don't have to control you. Step number 2, commit to the long-term game. Remind yourself that compounding requires patience. The sooner you start, the more time your investments have to grow. Step number 3, detach from all the noise. Stop checking your portfolio on a daily basis. Focus on your long-term goals, not fluctuations. Step number 4, automate your investments if you can. Set up automatic contributions so you can consistently invest without overthinking. The moment you take control of your instincts and embrace a long-term mindset, you set yourself apart from the majority. Wealth isn't just about money, it's about mastering your psychology. Most people fail to build compounded wealth not because they lack intelligence, but because they are human. Impatience, emotional reactions, and the desire for instant gratifications are natural, but they're also the obstacle to success. By understanding these psychological barriers and choosing to think long-term, you can do what 90% of the people will never. Right, if this video resonates with you, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more insights to help you master both your investing and your mindset. Remember, the greatest wealth is not just in your portfolio, but in your mind.